Okay, I'm trying to make sure there's no sponges on this lens. I apologize if there is, like last video. But anyway, hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing a review slash discussion of Fairest by Marissa Myers, who is the author of the Lunar Chronicles. So this book spans Levana's life from like 16, 17 to where she is at the end of Crest. And you kind of get to see some of her family history, why she is the way she is. She's very manipulative, but you find, I think, sometimes sympathy for her, because just as terrible as she seems in the Lunar Chronicle series, you also find out in this book that bad things have happened to her. She has been the victim of many terrible things as well. And also, she's a very intelligent woman. Even as a young girl, she knows more than her sister about running a country and what should be done, and how this is a role that needs to be taken seriously. So you find that she's been wanting to be queen for a very long time, and people kind of disregard her. Like, they're like, oh, you're the little princess, you are not in line for the throne, like you don't really matter. People just see her as a little girl, and in many ways she's very naive, and not naive, but she just doesn't understand the meaning of love. And she will do anything to get the love that she thinks she wants, or she doesn't know about love, and she kind of forces it. And you also learn a lot about Cinder too, and kind of what happened to her. I mean, there's little hints here and there in the other books, but here you really get to find out this is what happened to her when she was really young, and this is who did it, who planned it, whatever, all that stuff. Amazing book. I highly recommend it. I think it adds so much depth and layers to the series as a whole that it's worth reading. It's only 230 pages. It's really, really short, and it's also a beautiful book. This is a library copy. I almost feel for her, and I also feel for the people around her, because, like, you know, I think she lashes out at people. I think that's kind of obvious even in the other books. She kind of lashes out at people if things don't go her way. So I also felt bad for certain characters, but I'm not going to spoil it. It's also very dark. Like, Levana and her family, like, they're no joke. They are living in a very toxic environment with each other. It's very dysfunctional, especially the relationship between Levana and her sister, who obviously plays an important role. Seeing Levana be so manipulative, and I won't say evil, because I don't feel like she's evil, but I feel like she's just been through a lot of terrible traumatic experiences, and it's almost like seeing Anakin fall to the dark side. Like, it's just, you know it's coming, but it's still sad and weird to see. Even though it's a character you dislike, you kind of understand sort of why she does the things she does. Kind of. She's still very manipulative, and I don't think this is gonna make anyone really love her, but you get kind of her side of the story. You've seen Cinder's side, Scarlet's side, Cress's side, but now you get to see Levana and why she dislikes shells, or why she dislikes Earth, or whatever. So 5 stars, you should absolutely buy it. It's so good that it's worth having. Okay, so there are going to be spoilers right after this, so if you have not read the book, do not continue watching, and come back once you've read the book so we can talk about it and discuss these things. Levana was burned by her sister, Cinder's mom, and I think it was really sad that that kind of disfigures her, and that's why she always has some kind of glamour going on. And it's interesting that she chooses to do the same thing to Cinder, and like, it was just so sad. So sad to read that. And also, Levana liking the guard. What was his name? I don't know, but I really loved him. And even though I knew it wasn't gonna work, I was hoping he would fall in love with her, despite the fact that she was so manipulative and rude, and she was lying to him, and she had no tact when it came to the fact that he lost his wife. And I also thought it was interesting that his daughter ends up being Winter, Snow White. I thought that was great. I thought the fact that she has that she's from a darker complexion was also awesome, because I think we lack diversity. I feel like the only thing missing in the series would have been like a Latina princess or something, but maybe I'm just biased on that one. Being the guy who was, oh man, I forgot his name, I'm terrible at this, the pilot that in Crest sides with Cinder, because he's like, oh, you're my empress, or you're the queen, so I'm following your orders. You know that guy? He's like the love interest of Winter, because you get he's like the love, it was cool that he's gonna be the love interest, I'm assuming, for Winter in the next book, so that was great. Get to I love the 2 chapters you get at the end about Winter and what she's like and stuff like that. I think it's gonna be awesome. I cannot wait for the next book. So those are all my thoughts, sort of kind of scatterbrained of this book. Let me know if you read it or if you plan to read it, because I am very excited and I cannot wait for November 2015. That is way too long of a time, but I will see you guys next time. Bye.